Right, hello, all of you wonderful, beautiful folks. Today we're going to be doing some Skarsnik for a little bit of time before we go on holiday. So there'll probably be a couple of videos scheduled up on the YouTubes, but right now we're going to give Skarsnik another crack. So Skarsnik is an interesting character in that he has the most things within the Great Book of Grudges. He is the character with the most things that has been worthy of annoying the dwarves enough to be put in the book. So as we can see, we can only recruit orc units from character 8 peaks. Got upkeep reduction by a lot, which is a faction effect, which makes them so you can print out a lot of characters and a lot of small armies. We've got character experience, which is huge. You can get things leveled up very quickly. We've also got the WAAAAGH, has a chance to get Doom Divers, not really that important. But unique building at character 8 peaks, so we want to rush towards there if we can do. Lightning Strike for Skarsnik. It's not as valuable in Warhammer 3, but still very good. Squig's getting some more charge, and we get Skarsnik's WAAAAGH, which increases, I believe, range damage as well. So, we're playing Legendary very hard as always, so let's jump straight into it, folks. And, has anyone modded the true Goblin King to Warhammer 3? I'm not sure. Where are we going? We are going to, holiday-wise, where I'll be gone is, where is it? I will be going to Morzine, to ski. Love me some Skarsnik. Me too, my dude, me too. But yeah, hope everyone's doing wonderful. Lovely to be here as always. Gotta sort out all my things. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that I'm going to be obviously away until the 10th, so you won't be seeing much of my silly domium, my big old chromium domium head. You shan't be seeing that too much. But let's get into this. The good thing is, I know Skarsnik's campaign very well, whereas a lot of the other ones I haven't played recently. But here I'm very confident with how Skarsnik plays in the early game. 9 days, I suppose, yeah, technically 9 days it'll be, yeah. As I won't be able to stream on Friday because I'll be traveling to a friend, because it's going to take me 6 hours on the train to get to my friend. Because since I'm in the north, they're in the south, so I'm really far away from where most of my friends are. It sucks. Sticking with ours, sticking with knives and swords and spears. Stick 'em quick and stick 'em where it hurts. But most importantly, stick 'em when they're looking the other way. Hello, Lex. Good to see you, buddy. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone is doing wonderful. Right, so yeah, in this approach, one of those things is it's Skarsnik's victory conditions are very much simplified because of the fact that there's not an awful lot of early game things that can contend with the value you have, because he is, I believe, one of the only legendary lords that exist currently that has a tier 4 unit within his army to get from the get-go. As I'm not sure if you guys remember, but a lot of units was nerfed heavily. When it came to, just in general, the starting compositions, they nerfed tons of them. So what we can do as well is you can instantly start getting the rest of your composition hidden here. So let's move it this way, and we can sort of sneak up and then just attack them all at once. So one of the really, really cool things about Skarsnik specifically is he makes your entire army, even this big spooder for 30 seconds, is unspottable, which means I believe they have to get to the point where they are something crazy like 20 meters or something. Would be nice to live near London to visit, but I like being in the north too much. Yeah, same. I prefer living in the north personally. I prefer living in the north personally, because down south it's so expensive. So, like, to put it in perspective for like US terms, I suppose it's like basically the same thing as living in like New York, because I'm pretty sure New York's hella expensive, isn't it? In comparison to Texas. I actually have no idea if Texas is cheap or not. That's just me talking out talking out my behind. I generally don't know. At least I think Texas is probably cheaper. Let's get these out. Good. Flank around. Conversion. I've never played Skarsnik in 3,000 hours. Stefano, I don't blame you. I mean, it's one of those things where either you love the gobbos or you hate the gobbos, because the problem there is that I think Grom very much overshadows Skarsnik in a lot of ways. Well, these guys have elevation on us, so they'll be doing a ton of damage. Proceeds to say things he isn't sure of. I mean, surely all that matters is that I tried, Doomfy. Surely the biggest important thing there is that I gave it a go and attempted to help, or try and make it easier to understand. Other countries are oftentimes cheaper, the same value, right? Pretty much everywhere in the US is cheaper than New York City. Yeah, because that's like London, isn't it? New York City is basically like London prices. Silver medal for trying. Why not gold? Why not gold? That's a bit harsh. Alright. Keep beating their general up. I take it units that can run and shoot are less efficient when running from a target than towards it. Yes, in that they will shoot the same things more frequently. For example, imagine if all of these archers here are shooting just one or two entities instead of shooting the entirety of the row, which is what happens when you're skirmishing. Cheeky pre-holiday stream, howdy howdy, shuts. Cheeky pre-holiday stream indeed. What we're going to do is quickly go fill up some water as well, one sec. That's a good H2O, that's some good H2O. I'm going to make sure to get some YouTube videos at least scheduled up so you guys don't forget I exist. Surely it's one of those things. That was quick. Yeah, I have an ensuite in my attic. In my office is an ensuite. Yeah, surely. I wonder if, like, in the streamer ethos, if in like environment, if you don't stream for a little bit of time, you don't exist. We could go straight for these guys, but I'd rather get a couple of I'd rather get a couple of recruiting in them. So I believe you can reach in one turn as well. So this is one of the strange thing is because it's roaded out. Let's level up. Let's go straight into better night sneaking. Get that melee attack going. How long have we gone? Until the 10th. I'll be gone until the 10th. Don't need to do cleanse corruption. Don't need stalker. I'm gonna go a bit of savage loot in there. Absent makes the hat go fonder, or out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, it goes either way, right? It's either one or the other. Either one or the other. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll be skiing. I've never skied before. I can confidently say that I've never skied properly before. I've had beginner lessons recently, but since then I haven't given it a go. Good luck. I'll probably need it, honestly. What mod are you using? That gives you different lords. My game only comes with Albrecht, Learn, the lady, and the Mighty Pans. Lux, you like more than Bretonnia. I know you do. I know that you know that I know that you know. You like more factions than Bretonnia. I'm not going to bring your chat logs up because I remember you giving me a list of them. Have a great time. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. There's about 11 of us going. There's about 11 of us going, so it should be a good laugh. I feel like with gobbos, the better thing you should probably do is, until you start getting significant amplifications towards your damage, you got to be a little bit careful with the combat situations you're finding yourself in. Because you really do need to shut down the archers. I mean, if you wanted to, you really could go and flank around completely. Like, if I go like this, and go like this as well. Hey, Joe. Which greenskin launch should I play? Going for the long rich condition. Which greenskin's next? Who'll be the most fun for it? Honestly, it depends on what you're looking for. I would say fighting-wise and value-wise, Skarsnik is one of the best. Especially since your start location is really, really goddamn good. Grom's start location really puts me off him specifically, but he is overall stronger. WAAAAGH is actually a really good option because having the viability of the big guns is really pretty cool. I would say Grimgore's start location is relatively decent because you won't really have many people that can contend against you. Oops, let me move a little bit further right. I got a little bit too close. Whoopsie daisy. Let's commit forward then. But yeah, it depends on the kind of fighting you want to do. You know, you have the availability of, you know. Ooh, we shouldn't have got charged into there. I would imagine they're actually going to lose that. I think as long as I'm able to shut down those archers on this side, I'm happy with that. Get a spider to run through. Beautiful. Oh my... Jesus, Linux. Holy smokes, dude. Thank you so goddamn much. Dude, you are unbelievably kind. Can we get some love in the chat for the wonderful Linux, please, guys? Throw any emote in there as a thank you. And if you have received a sub, do make sure to say thank you. Yo, Linux, thank you so much, man. That's so very kind of you. You're a gift that keeps on giving, my man. You're just a gift that keeps on giving. Appreciate you, buddy. Much appreciated. Oh, Dragon, much love to you, dude. Alright. News about the next patch starting end of next week. What, do we know that as a fact? If there is any news and I can stream... Gotta throw you that vacation cheer your way. Oh, much love, dude. That's so kind. It's so unbelievably kind of you. Yeah, I've got to. Yeah, I decided that if they release any news while I'm away, I'll probably, hopefully, can go live on my phone and talk about the news. Because why not, eh? The doubt we're getting an update in Tier DLC. Do we know? Yes, it's the dwarves. Oh shoot, I went through the goblins and slaughtered them. It's Dwarves, Empire, and Nurgle that's getting updated in 300 Decay. So a great list, honestly. Really good list. Yeah, look at the WAAAAGH damage as well. 61 melee attack is so insane. Absolutely bonkers, dude. Absolutely bonkers. There's a blog post or something. Saw it on the GOBBOZZZ channel. There's a blog post. They'd put Happy New Year in a message from the Total War leadership team. Nothing new. Hey, Justrell, how do you get allies and enemies highlighted like that? Cheers. Great question, Justrell. If you hold down spacebar, my friend, am I going to be silly enough to hold the spacebar up? Screw it, I'm going to do it. Do you know what? Just for you, Justrell, I'm going to do it. Hold the spacebar up. Boom. No, it's on the YouTube side. Sorry. No, for some reason it stopped giving, it stopped streaming to YouTube for no reason. Alright. Great Shaman, let's go into Sneak 7 again. Actually, no, let's go towards Inspiring Presence, because we will make him a user of that. Working, thank you, dude. I appreciate you letting me know. Spider, yeah, they get at level. You get the giant wolf level 3. You get the wolf level like 7 or something. It's quite quick. Heroes get an additional 100% experience inside of Skarsnik's faction. Okay, growth again. Yeah, honestly, you really don't necessarily need any kind of... Yeah, you really don't need any kind of diplomacy early game with Skarsnik. You really don't. I can't believe I forgot to click the thingy. So basically, on my stream stuff, my stream setup, I have a button here that helps me stream. I don't do the kick; it's just on the option of the multiple thingy. I should just click this, and I didn't click this.
Be wary, though, for while the potential rewards are great, so too are the perils.
I got plans. I would imagine you're going to run away. No, no, no. You're crazy. You're crazy.
I'm special. Stick 'em.
Nice. I'm fine with that. Super easy fight. Broom Gatherer is really nice. Additional leadership from Night Goblins. We'll take the Potion of Healing. The Trickster's Shard is not that useful because we don't really use skill magic. We can go to Nastier Squigs now as well.
Who needs killing?
Rock Elbows. You can start recruiting more units, honestly.
Lots of plans.
So we'll go into use them as well. And then I think we can potentially reach in one turn to Kazakharak. And so turn 6 we'll have Kazakharak. Yeah, what I should have probably done is gotten to the tech to give me more movement. We did go route marcher, so it might give us enough. But this is the advantage of having goblins so cheap for Skarsnik. It's the advantage of having goblins so cheap. Yep, nice. That's literally because of round marcher here. The garrison's going to be pretty damn huge, but got a few tricks up our sleeve. We have a WAAAAGH we can call in. We won't need any anything to help us here. I mean, you could even auto-resolve it, but I wouldn't really recommend it. Right, do you mean root? Is it? Do Americans pronounce root? Because you call it router, router. Used to annoy me when because I did Cisco stuff in university. It was all American. They route. See both. I guess it depends where you're from, yeah. I guess it purely depends where you're from. Route from where I'm running? Yeah. Router. Okay, I think... Yeah, I think due to the garrison size, if we put everybody on one side and just let anything come in there. Nice winches. There we go. I was wondering if it was my net. Yeah, no, I forgot bloody to start it on YouTube, on the thingy over here. It's weird that YouTube lets you go live without actually sending them any information. I've got no idea why you can do that. That, to me, is very confusing. Like, it's like, oh yeah, we're receiving nothing from you? Sure, you can go live, no worries. I sound low? Well, my audio's low. Probably because... I'm gonna assume this thing If I go up like this, I think it depends on how close to my microphone I am. Yeah, because my microphone has been quite quiet recently. Maybe if I do this. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, there you go. That's better. That should be a lot louder now. Ooh, that's peaking a little bit too much. That should be a lot louder. Much better gain? Yeah, I've turned it up. We turned that bad boy up. Turn me down now. You can't win. You can't win. Mr. Streamer, you're too quiet. Now you're too loud. Yeah, what we'll do is let those guys come in and start doing some work. Smartest thing I can probably do is stack up here and go invisible. And Bron, thanks for the follow, buddy. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll grab all of my invisible units, walk up to the walls, climb it, and then start beating them up. Go invisible over here while we're doing it too. Because we can take advantage of the wall situation. Alright. Audio balancing on the stream? It's more likely than you think. I thought I had at one point, I had it like really good, but the audio settings, there's always something you gotta tweak, I swear. Always something you should tweak. That's gone in the book. I'm playing a green skin now, I can say short. BMK, I can say short, I'm playing the green skins. It's different. You have a pass. Feels really slow, but not fun. What was it again today? No, I'm not dropping frames. I haven't dropped any frames. 0 frameage drop. Moving forced. Get your butts to the gatehouse. We're completely taking the walls now, which is huge. Completely taken over. It's going to be a little bit of a bloody fight here, though. It is going to be a little bit of a bloody fight. Especially since the reinforcements are going to take a bit of time to get here. Once we break through the gatehouse, I'll be a happy bunny, though. Yeah, it sounds like it's on your end, unfortunately, BMK. Where's Gobbos? Right, perfect. Let's get these guys onto the walls as soon as possible. Let's get up there. Get you on the walls as soon as possible, and then just sit over here waiting for them to climb. And same with you. It's going to be a bit bloody. Ooh, you are a longbeard. You're going to be super tough to kill. I don't think fanatics can cast anything while they're climbing, so let's keep that in mind. There's a lot of tasty blobs here for us to contend with. Lots of tasty blobs to contend with. We have to do a lot more damage before we get to the point where we can do anything. And yo, Philhammer, dude, I legit didn't have... Thank you for the raid on YouTube, but this is... I did this, right? Let me go over here. I forgot to click go live on YouTube at the same time, like an idiot. Even though YouTube let me go live without actually giving them any data. I don't know how that works. I have no idea how that works. Go. Let's get through if we can. Honestly, the faster we can get our fanatics down here, the happier I'll be. I'm not sure when it'll let me. I think we'll have to be off of the mount. Climb up here as well. I mean, we should trade relatively favorably, but we're going to be taking a lot of damage while doing it. We'll take an insane amount of damage while we're doing this. I feel like greenskins need a better tier 3 or 4 and 5s than Blackhawk. Nah. I think, honestly, the Greenskins roster is kind of fine. As Grimgor makes Black Orcs good, Azag makes Big Uns good, Savage Orcs are good within WAAAAGH, and Goblins are good within Grom and Skarsnik. You gotta be careful over buffing things. Wait, have you bugged through? Yeah, you did. Unless the Great House is broken. Now the Great House is not broken, we just bugged through again. Oh, that is really annoying. Oh, if any of them on... Since there's like hardly any of them actually firing. Yeah, the gate bug is getting really bad. Like, this is... Like, I physically can't get through here. Legitimately, I physically can't click on the actual gatehouse now because one of my units is bugged through. Like, it is a little bit silly. Yeah, we're still waiting until we can get more of them coming down. Really desperate to try to get people down here. Still trying to take the walls, man. Since we're still climbing, we're not going to be able to... Are they all my fanatics? Jeez, I think they are. We're going to send them straight into melee and see what we can do with them. Keep chucking them in, keep sending them in. Oh, here we go. Reinforcements, have they climbed yet? Yep, they're still climbing. They're still climbing, don't worry. I don't know why these guys are a bit drunk. Good. Still trying to get in here. Want to take control of the gates? Oh, I forgot that. This is the only frustrating thing is, when it comes to climbing this thing, it's going to be an absolute pain in the nuts. If I shift click in, I'm hoping it might make them go through. Not all of them are guaranteed to climb. They're just going to try and climb, aren't they? We can go in from behind. It's going to be a little bit deadly. It's going to take a little bit of damage. We're going to feel it in the morning, that's for sure. But we will get the settlement nonetheless, you know? I think normally in settlements it bugs to the middle. Yeah. Yeah, it's not the best within settlements, that's for sure. Would love to get more of the WAAAAGHs down here. More of the boys down here. General's almost dead. Gate has still not been taken, by the way. I can't help anybody here because the gate has still not been taken. How much damage you guys done? Not too much. I honestly think we got into this gatehouse because they were using their catapults or the trebuchets onto us. Like, I generally think that's true. That the only reason we got in at this time is because of the fact that they were actually hitting their own units. Or hitting their own gatehouse. You buffoons! You absolute buffoons. Give that General a 1-2, Buckaroo. Yeah, Skulkers are starting to trade at least reasonably okay now. It's the one problem that they have within sieges. Against equal or high tier troops, you're going to take a lot of damage. It's just the way it works. Just the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Yeah, I am slightly afraid we're going to lose these guys. Because they're unbreakable fanatics, but as long as I sort of keep them away from danger, they might be alright. Is you the last... Who's the last entity? Oh, I think all of these are fanatics, so I'm going to have to wait quite a while until we can actually start using the ability. Yeah, due to the variance of routes, we're going to have to try and at least keep an eye on them here. The majority of my reinforcements is what will actually do the work here. Beautiful. Yeah, we definitely have the upper hand troop-wise here, so don't need to be too worried. Broiler's getting low in ammunition. Shoot, we're still waiting for a few of the fanatics to actually do our ability. You rascals. This is basically the equivalent of Gondor. The Riders of Rohan protecting Gandalf. Like Gandalf and the Riders of Rohan coming to protect against the insane amount of orcs sieging them. But I mean, this is kind of like greenskins, and they're not mounted, but it's sort of similar, you know? The lads coming from down the hill, you know? Pretty much the exact same thing, honestly. Indistinguishable. What I could have done is played a little bit safer. And just waited for my reinforcements to actually do work. Probably would have made it take a lot less damage. Yeah, it would have taken significantly less damage if you did that. Significantly less damage. Honestly, we can just come down. Come down and start throwing hands now. Come on down and start throwing hands. Oh shoot, how are you dying so quickly? Oh, this is really not ideal. We might lose some fanatics here, boys. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the reason why you never make them unbreakable. It's just never worth it. I think they're generally dead on the next volley. Unless they go invisible. Oh, pause. If we can get them hidden, we might be fine. I think moving the Spooder up gave them a bit more of an interesting target to attack. Now let me go up here, capture this one, while shooting down upon them. Let's go for the grudge throwers, get my mage over to do some sneaky stabbing. Nice, we've got invisible now, so we should be able to keep them. Alright, get the lads back in. Ooh, yeah, we might have lost these guys. Oh, just lost them, actually, I think. If we kept 8 of them, I think we'd have been fine. Because I think 5% is 8, right? Yeah, I think 7, they're dead. That sucks. Then I have 4? I don't believe so. I have 2. You start with 2 fanatics. We've got 1 with 37 HP over here. Yeah, these guys might be dead. Unless it calculates and lets me get some replenishment, then they'll be fine, but I doubt it. Yeah, it is an interesting one that Skarsnik's Bad Moon Banner always gets them killed. I can't think of one scenario where it was actually useful. I mean, 5 million defense and attack is pretty solid, though. But that is the Silver Road in 6 turns, so we take those. Honestly, Fanatics aren't that good with the nerfs they've had, anyway. Like, unironically, I don't think it's that good. 5% 20% if you lose. Yep, that's the one. And we are just below the threshold of 5%, unfortunately. Hey, sometimes it do be like that, boys. Sometimes it do be like that. Sometimes it seriously just do be like that. Ah, shoot. I should have saved this replay. As I need an example of the gate bug. Yeah, we lost them. Because they were literally just below the threshold of being safe. But Skulkers will do just as much, honestly. Let's get rid of the shiny things. Shiny stuff is dope, but we can't use it just yet. We love the shiny stuff. We love it in the shiny stuff, but we can't use it just yet.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 peaks. Who should we chat?
Don't even try, it's great, but the GOBBOZZZ is going to be more useful. Alright, so that's Thorgrim dead turn 6. Not bad. We can get ourselves Night Goblins if you wanted to. Night Goblin archers are not too bad. Black Orc boss is so funny, you can get him. If you defeat a Slash army that has seduced one of your units, does that unit in question need to be 5 or live the threshold to survive your defeat? No, I think if they seduce it, that unit's always dead, I believe. When said unit gets seduced, I don't believe you ever get them back, even if you win or lose. Actually, no. I've purposely not killed them before, and you get them back. Yeah, you get them back. You can save them. No, I'm wrong. You can save them. I've just remembered a memory of me trying to fight my own units and purposely kept trying to keep them alive, because you can keep them. Yeah.
You need me.
Right, who would we even want to war? The Gits, I guess? Wow, Ungrim strength rank 3. You know, let's war the Gits. We could delay it 1 turn. If we could delay it 1 turn, we'll get more recruitment. We'll have stronger armies, excuse me. Because your wars dependent on how many units you have in your army. This is going to get a rebellion, so we can farm experience here as well. I'm going to chuck you in there before we do the war too. Gobbo Crackdown, don't want that. We'll go for Sharper Stabbers here. Some more melee attack. We can go for Ungrim if we wanted to. Kadakate Peaks honestly isn't even that much of a problem for you. Slash, it doesn't really matter at all. An early Confederation of WAAAAGH could be huge. The more I think about it. An early Confederation of WAAAAGH could be really nice. And then you could just use WAAAAGH to dominate the entirety of the Empire. Maybe going north is the right play after doing this. Because normally, 9 times out of 10 this is the right play, 100% of the time. I don't think I've ever done that. But it's a little bit more awkward to do so. With our position that we have currently, it's a little bit more awkward. With a war, I'd imagine a secondary army could probably handle it. Oh, wow. Mining blasting charges is actually really, really good for them. When it comes to a rebellion, that's actually, like, best case scenario. That's slightly annoying. What we'll do is we'll just fight it with single entities, killing all the miners and then coming with our units afterwards. Otherwise, they'll generally kill a lot of the goblins. Otherwise, they're going to come and murder a lot of our poor wee goblins. Our poor wee goblins. We is what they call gobbos, boys. We is indeed gobbos. Yeah. So like we said, if we can use just single entities here, tie them up into combat, and then we'll send our goblins in. As miners with blasting charges will genuinely crush my units. Since I have such a low health on them all. Will do so much damage. It honestly really does. It does get pretty wild. Okay, now we can send them on now. Because like against a Spooder, it's fine because it's super armored, so it doesn't matter in the slightest. But against goblins with low armor, they take so much damage. Let's preemptively healing potion, just so we can trade. And then send the buggers in. And that's pretty much all she wrote. Are we going to get the kill beforehand? Is there an Orc Legendary Lord that buffs trolls, Gregor? Good question. I do not... trying to think. Grom, is it? I think Grom does. I believe Grom buffs trolls, Gregory. Grom the Portage. He is the only one that does it. Hey, meow meow. If I'm not mistaken, Grom the Punch. WAAAAGH does as well? Nice. I think Grom does the most. What factions are the most fun in SFO? I guess it's subjective to you as the player, but Vampire's usually for me. Let's make sure to murder everything we can. Murder every entity, and then the remainders of the rebellion will be dead. Oh, shoot. We need to kill the general. Let's slow him down. Keep him slowed. God, Smoke Bomb is such a savage ability. It really is. And Skulkers will do a lot more damage to the dwarf because he is short. Once he's dead, I think that will solidify the rebellion fully dead. Because instead of... if we auto-resolved, obviously we'd have lost a couple of units there, so... We're doing this on purpose. Let me just check over here. Yeah, 2, that's fine. Rebellion should be wiped out now. But just drag it. Wait many turns to do anything. Yeah, you very much have to play a lot slower. One person remaining. Always keep one alive. Always keep one alive to carry the messages. Carry the threats and the messages. You know? One needs to be alive to do that. One always has to be alive for that. Right. No longer was there a single race of elves. The Civil War had wrought divisions that could never be healed. Now the High Elves are the Lilith ones. That's probably when Malekith betrayed everybody. Classic Malekith. Also, Big Dub, in which that rebellion gave us a ton of health on our army. Shame that Skarsnik's, like, individual traits here are kind of meh. Like, I think that's one of the biggest factors regarding... I mean, Spite of the Bad Mid's pretty good. How quickly do you think I'm level up? Nah, I think it should be fine. I'm gonna go into his individual tree for a little bit. Do we want to call a WAAAAGH now? I think it's probably applicable to do so.
Groby scum, do you expect us to break stone bread and drink your watery grog?
Do not shame your ancestors on Grim. You shall perish this day.
Annoyingly, he's gone to 11. Isn't it? Is it 1 to 10 strength rank that you get the better WAAAGHs? It is, right? You get better WAAAGHs when they're 1 to 10, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's 1 to 15. But unfortunately, it'll have to do.
Right, it's go time, boys. It's time to get smoking.
Insults me, instant war declaration.
Supreme ruler of 8 peaks. Sounds like a good idea.
Let's leg it over. I am relatively confident that Icky Neck Snapper can kill everything on this side as well.
Don't push me. What?
I think if we get over to here, we can jump over and start fighting these guys in the south as well.
Now they'll see.
Nice. Honestly, we can even have a third army up and running. What do we get? Determine's fine to begin with, but it's not the best trait in the world, honestly. I just love how cheap they are. You can have so many armies early on. Like, this is turn 7, I'm getting 3 armies going. We want Dwarf to write in the book to keep them coming. True. Used to be one of the most played Legendary Lords. Love the spider, and he gets red to cheap. Out one of them, the spiders are. Yeah, the Squigs are very good, though. Spooters are terrible, Squigs are good. Hey, Anti-Brain. We'll have to wait and see. Like, Squigs have, like, completely overdone and outshadowed the Spooder units. One thing that would be really cool is if Spider units could go on walls and stuff like that. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see them have, like, more unique things. Ooh. Honestly, Orc Shaman, 10 times better, but we'll take it. We'll take it. I don't think getting you... You don't really fit into the vibe anymore. So funny that force marching is actually more efficient here. You go over... Probably the same over here, maybe. Oh, never mind. I can literally just jump here. This is the Minus Skaven faction. So we'll go murder them now. And what I like to do is upgrade everything to tier 2. To get money buildings there as well. One suggestion is just maintaining and upgrading Kazakhstan. Due to the fact that you'll be able to put yourself in a situation where you can get Kazakhstan pretty defendable. But you got to be careful there. And thank you for the follow, buddy. You got to be really careful in that situation. As if you go too heavily into that, then you're just going to be in trouble. But I'm greedy. I'm a greedy son of a gun. I'm a greedy son of a gun, and I know as a fact that I can make this work, because I'm going heavy into units. And then what I'm going to do is transition this into gold, so that's an extra 750 gold by upgrading these. Right? And what I mean by that is due to income. Spiders can't climb, do relax. Spooders could climb anything. Spiders are insanely good at climbing stuff, aren't they? And don't they taste with their feet? I know it sounds weird to say this, but I'm pretty sure they taste with their feet, don't they? Non-aggression with you? Nah, I'm going to murder you eventually. It's literally my playstyle as Skarsnik. I just murder everything. As you really can. He's so strong. I honestly think he's one of the strongest legendary lords in the game. Just due to how cheap he can get his armies. Just surround everything with tons of units. It's insane. So if I kiss a spider's feet when we're making out? I guess so. Aren't tarantulas a delicacy in some places? I'm pretty sure tarantulas are a delicacy some places, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get Skarsnik and you moving up. Let's get some more of those. Alright, okay, I'm going to do a little challenge. The first person to say, "We is Gobbos," I'll name this lord after you. We is Gobbos, boys. First person to type it gets the name redeemed. Skreklau, leading the plebs once again. Let's give it a go. That was swift. That was insanely swift. I respect that. I respect the hustle. Alright, let me see if these guys are at war with somebody I know. No. I was going to try and squeeze out a bit of cash there. Okay, they're all trash units, so I'm not worried about fighting that. Because we're going to loot and occupy. Growth building's already in there. Love to see it. We should be able to... I think by turn 17, if I do it correctly, I'll get Azag. If I do it correctly, I'll build a Confederate Azag turn 17. Like, I honestly am super swift when it comes to expanding as Skarsnik. It's kind of insane. Let's upgrade that as well. I do it a little bit different in these provinces because I'd rather get Mountain Gunbat upgraded now. So I'm going to delay that one. You can see already, look, 180 growth here, 125 already. It's insane. Last time you never named your last 2 unit after me and I sent them in. Meow, yeah, I did. Millie May, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. I send people in. If someone requests seppuku by being sent in as a unit, I will always do that. I read a troop. Did I? I shouldn't have done. Yeah, name a troop is there. Oh, it's unavailable. Linux, I think you're a super mod. You should be able to unpause it. If you want to unpause that bad boy, by all means. Because you're a wholesome hunk, so I gave you the permission to, I believe. Been available for several streams? Really? It wasn't... It shouldn't be. Ah, gold is hella cheap to go. Let's do one of these. Ungrim, how are we doing, handsome? Oh, shoot. Slayers is actually, obviously... A ton of Slayers is actually not that good for me. Right, meow meow. Who do I want to send in to die? This one, sure. What else do we want to do over here? I think if I jump over here, we should be able to take Iron Rock. Plus, it gives me a lot of defense chance against ambushing. What's my wire like? Doom Divers in there because of my unique mechanic. And now we've got Kazakurak. We might actually be able to get... is it the... is this building worthwhile? Yeah, it is. They've increased it just above the cost of it. So this secondary army is in, obviously, ambush. Funny enough, if Ungrim intercepted me... If Ungrim intercepted me, he'd be able to take... He'd be able to fight me without my war. He'd actually be fighting me without my war. So we've actually upgraded all the things that I want to regarding goblins, because it takes a little bit longer to get to them. Yeah, getting Vanguard deployment is pretty useful. Leadership and casualty suppression rate and physical resistance is really nice. You get quite a lot of ammunition, honestly. Get ammunition from... oh, it's Doom Divers. So you'd go... Ooh, Healy Mushrooms is huge. But you get it from Egamon as well. Wait, you're telling me you can get 20% casualty replenishment that quickly? That's crazy. That is crazy. I think if I remember myself... Yeah, meow meow. It makes sense if you like spooters. Enemy leadership -5 is pretty huge, honestly. The most useful one is probably here. Yeah, Vanguard is actually pretty useful for everything. Although I believe you get Vanguard on default by Skarsnik, yeah. So we've got Skarsnik and his normal army just hanging out. We have access to getting Jade weapons now. Honestly, Perfect Vigor could be more effective here. We did rename that to Meow Meow, so they're wanting to go separate, so just run in. Fungus Flask could be a good idea too on you now. And I'm going to upgrade you guys to Jagged Weapons. Just for that added oomph. And we could actually confederate Scabby Eye. They have no army though. I mean, technically I could probably potentially help this. There is a universe where this is actually okay. It would open me up to WAAAAGH though. And I don't believe I could do much about that. I will do it just for the sake of it. Why not? Just, why not, eh, boys? Why not? Okay, this is the man himself. Let's get rid of you. Because right now, supply lines is killing us. What I should have done, actually, is respec, because it's a free disband. And there's Goblin Big Boss. We'll try and snipe out WAAAAGH here. I feel I've angered the gods, it seems. My apologies, sire. What we'll do to make a little bit more money as well is demolish this, demolish this. Any advice on an WAAAAGH campaign? Great question, buddy. WAAAAGH specifically, you want to rush as many Orc Boys as you can. The biggest suggestion would be to migrate south, because once you unlock the likes of Skarsnik, you can get a lot more cheaper armies running around. So just dominate the entirety of the mountains, really. And most of your fights early game, you want to just make sure you're using Spirit Leech and skirmishing against the Lords. Use him specifically for Lord killing, and then a lot of your Orc Boys go into the Red Tree to buff up all of your Orcs. And then just smoke everything, honestly. You can, at that point, you can just run into melee. Don't go many missile units in the early stages of the game because it's not worth it. I just go pure melee. Run at stuff as Gork intended. Thank you. Yeah, no worries, dude. It's typically how I do it. I must be behind. He said it before you even said it. On my end, Paven? Oh, really? And hey, Crackle. Wow, we've actually ambushed him. Dude, that is so lucky. That is so lucky. Holy... Wait, ironically, that would have been fun if it was Meow Meow. It's not. I've got an idea. This is the reason why the Legend of Skarsnik has many, many notices in the book. Like we said at the very beginning, Skarsnik has the number one records in, or the number of records in the Great Book of Grudges. And I'm going to show you guys as to why. This sneaky little bugger is hated by dwarves. This guy is hated by any and every dwarf that is around the area. What I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to hold a defensive line to stop them from routing. The unfortunate thing is it's going to be really difficult to stop them from running away. So it might just be worth attacking their backline. Do you know what? It's probably just worth attacking their backline and letting them run away. Because the more I think about it, like an auto-resolve, like if we're honest, put your hands up. Be honest with me. You would have auto-resolved this one without a shadow of doubt. For fully wiping an army, losing one unit. For the content, though, we can't. The content requires us to fight this. It's the only one thing that annoys me about auto-resolve is it's so effective because it wipes armies. Like, sometimes you're punished for not auto-resolving. Let's group you and lock you, and then group you guys and lock. So what I'm going to do here specifically is just concentrate on attacking the backline here. There's no point me trying to attack and spread my units across this entire army, because I wouldn't win that. My army's not strong enough for that. I generally don't have enough units currently. Like, my army overall is strong enough, but I don't have enough units on the map. I do not have enough units on the map to kill everything. Wow, a lot of them are just running straight back into it.
To die in battle. Where's Gobbozzz? To die in battle. You should take the Slayer oath.
As long as we kill all their annoying units on the other side here, I'm fine with that. Once we get the rest of the units in. Wait, Skarsnik's taking ages to get in. Did I move you by accident? I moved you by accident. Okay, that makes sense. Hey, Ronan, good to see you, buddy. I'm shocked at how many of their Slayers actually tried to fight me here. So we're going to get a lot of kills for free here. All of his strong units are being killed now. Every single one of his strong unit is now gone. And this, you're going to run away. I'm going to give you this. It looks like Opportunist Murder is still working in how it's bugged. Yeah, it's still bugged. Opportunist Murder is still bugged. It makes Skulkers so much better. Because the condition of how it should be procced is if you are winning in melee. But they changed it to be literally, if you're engaged in melee, you get it. Which makes Skulkers like 10 times stronger. We'd love to see it. Okay, some of these units have to be really careful. Some of the boys got to be quite careful here. But we'll kill these gits. Right question, do you ever remember the best IE campaign you've ever played? It's a good question. Best IE campaign I've ever played. I would probably have to say one of the Oxyodal ones I did. Oh, weird, you should be able to. I mean, I'll have a look in a sec. It was intended to stalk us to flank? Yeah, 100%. Oxyodal campaign. It was an Oxyodal campaign where I just jumped around the entire map and just killed everything. It was amazing. Like, I was fighting massive amounts of armies and just running around like this. Hee hee. Pew 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 pew. Pew 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 pew. Loved it. And like the entire map succumbed to me just murdering them. And there was nothing they could do. There wasn't a damn thing these buggers could have done. Let's make it do the chases ones. Yeah, what about you guys? What's your favorite memory of an Immortal Empire campaign. What's our favourite memory, guys? Favourite memory of any Immortal Empires campaign? All Mortal Empires. Mortal Empires, it was my No Lost Norsk 100%. Because that was a super fun campaign. Has anybody played the XCOM mod for Oxyodal? Apparently there's a really good Oxyodal XCOM mod. Personal memory? Yep. Wasn't running 16 Skin Chief, it's all over. Yeah, 100%. My computer is not happy with how many units are on the screen. Oh, dude, you just made me remember me using, me playing as Gorok, one-shotting about 1 million Skaven. Man, those are always good memories. One-shotting an insane amount of Skaven with Croak is... You really can't go wrong with that. Do you know what I mean? You really can't go wrong with that. The Croak blobs are legendary. And yeah, here we go. We've wiped out every single unit, or crushed most of his annoying units that we'll have to fight. Hey, for the reading.
You's got your prodder.
Oh, Neferata. You are mine, Alcadizar. Together we shall rule Nehekara until the end of time. Neferata, the Queen of Lamher. I would love for her to be a legendary lord. I would love... Wait, are you a different... Wait, pause. Who's this guy? Where did Ungrim go? I didn't kill him. Underground interception. I'm going to say no to that one because this is, fun fact, this is the WAAAAGH that intercepted them. Because your WAAAAGH has a chance to intercept and your main army has a chance to intercept as well. You have 2 chances to intercept. Let's have a look over this side. So this is Ronan's army. With my main army, I'm pretty confident. Oh, I can't reach. I'm going to go ahead and assume they may try and attack me here. Caravans have arrived because we have Kazakharakt printing money out. You know what, I'm something of a diplomatic person myself. Chopper's fine. Me prodder is ready. Oh. They need to stab in it, it'll help with everybody else killing. Vindictive Glare is actually pretty solid. Then we'll go to Gobbos with you. Instantly makes your army so much stronger. I just need you a little bit closer up, my friend. So I need both of you to attack at once. So what I'll do is click with Skarsnik, right click on this guy, backspace if I did it in time, didn't do it in time. It's fine though. If I didn't press R to speed up the camera movement, I could have backspaced to stop my movement, get into his zone of control, move my other army up at the same time. We're going to lose a little bit of experience, but overall it doesn't really matter. Losing a tiny bit of experience in the grand scheme of things is okay. Armies in force match. Caravan turning up and being like, these dwarves are awfully green, yeah. Must be quite a weird feeling.
Why, lads, these stunties stomping around here. Remember to stab them. Just stab them when it hurts.
Funny enough, Anti-Brian, at the very beginning of the stream, the wonderful Linux said that same quote. I was like, this reminds me of what Anti-Brian always does. Right. There's a lot of reasons why Kathy are happy to send Karens to the vampires. But I mean, you got to remember that the vampires aren't always murderous. Raising the dead. Raise dead. Is the mechanic raise dead where their units recover? And they don't die? Yeah, they're not always evil fiends. Vlad was very much an advocate for the Order side during the end times. typically, like a lot of the vampires were very much acclimated to being friendly to humans. I wouldn't consider vampires, for the most part, an enemy of humans. I wouldn't consider them, for the most part, enemies against humans in the Empire. But quite a lot of the time they were. But Vlad specifically, consistently had so many midlife crises about what he should do when it comes to dealing with the Empire. As he consistently wanted to do bad things and did things greedily for his own sake. But it would forsake a lot of the Empire. And he was very good. Time you ever embrace death? I'm going to send you in. Got a baddie wife. Win-win, honestly. True. Isabel turning to getting Nurgle influence in the end times is criminal. So wild that giant slayers die equally to any unit. Put them against high tier units, you put them against low tier units, don't matter. They just die so fast, man. It's so insane. The Skulkers should honestly clean house. On my holiday, I'm going to Nice, I believe it's called. I'm going skiing with a bunch of mates. Never skied before in my life, so needed to make sure to get good health insurance. France, oui, oui, Jimbo, oui, oui. But yeah, the crazy thing about Vlad is, has knees. Nice. Watch out for the trees and you'll be okay. Yeah, honestly, that's the thing I'm mainly worried about. Hitting the chrome dome into some kind of tree or something. I mean, the good thing, like, the annoying thing is all my mates are, like, really, really, really good skiers. There's a couple of us that are, like, plebs, but most of the group is really good skiing. My good friend Dan was a skiing instructor in Japan. So he's really, really good. So if worse comes to worse, I'm just going to ask him how to ski. Like, give me a little tips and tricks, you know? For the most part, I wanted to make sure not to disturb him, you know? Because he's on holiday, so I don't want to annoy him with questions. So I tried my best to learn whatever I could. And I have done so. I feel like I'm pretty competent. Want to do your former job for me? Yeah, that's what I mean, you know? That's what I mean. You got to be careful with it. And dude, Tangent, thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing, you handsome bugger? How was your power welding, my friend? Lovely to have you all here. How is everyone doing? Hope you guys are doing wonderful. Oh, you're doing WWE at the end. You absolute legend. Were you practicing some shoutcasting stuff? Let me give you a shout out. Were you practicing any commentating stuff? Potentially not with how you're currently feeling, but yeah, welcome in, guys. Hey, Primazone. If you guys don't know who the wonderful Tangent is, you definitely should. He's an awesome dude. I believe you had, like, dentist stuff, so you're currently not 100% at the moment, but go give him some love. He deserves it. He's an absolute legend of a guy. He is an absolute legend of a dude. Rest of the voice makes sense. Had a few multi-year followers that never saw my AI vs. Capital, so I was showing them. Oh, love that, love that. Yeah, I remember tuning in for those. Like, you are so good at commentating, it's, like, criminal. I really do love your WWE commentary stuff. It's always good to watch. And when you did the similar thing for Warhammer 3 as well. And that was dope to watch. I loved that. You did the in Warhammer 3. Yeah, Tangent has done some, like, AI versus, like, AI battles in Warhammer 3 and commentated them, and it was really cool to watch. Watching AI fight each other is always really amusing. Because you never know what's going to happen. Quite literally. It's one of those things where even if you don't know what the person's going to be doing, how can you predict what's going to happen? And that's like the AI in a nutshell. They've got no idea what's going on. Just something's going to happen. Who knows what's going to happen? We got to roll with the punches as they come along. A lot of work? Oh, tell me about it. some of the tournaments that I've hosted and sorted out, it is very difficult to get everything in place. Completely can sympathize. And hey, Jesse, good to see you, buddy. But yeah, make sure to look after yourself, Tangent. The world needs more of you. Oh, Ingram's just legging it. That's what he was doing. Makes sense. He was just running away. What a coward.
Ungrim, you have shamed your ancestors this day. You shall take the Slayer oath.
Oh, wait, never mind. Searching a button. It's like I do as he pleases. Nice, love that. Love that. What we're doing right now is trying to demonstrate and showcase how to snowball as Skarsnik. We've managed to take all of this terrain in 11 turns. How many do we have right now? Ooh, what I'm going to try and do is take more settlements and then turns. We're actually able to do another army, which is insane. Which is generally kind of crazy to think about, that we can already kind of afford another army. Does this have any military buildings in it? It doesn't. It has troll buildings. That's not useful. Let me think. But yeah, I do intend in 4.2 to do another tournament. I enjoy doing beginners tournaments and commentating them too much. Greenskin's economy. I think Greenskin has one of the best economies in the game. Early game especially, because you can have super easy access to it. And we're using this guy to scout, because at any point, WAAAAGH can just attack this settlement. So let's get some folks in here now, actually. Knowledgeable is actually quite useful. Knowledgeable in the long run is probably going to be better than Spike Braider. And we can just chuck a ton of boys in there. Do you ever bother with trolls? Nah. Not with factions that use goblins. Like Grom kind of can, but you can get goblins just too effective because of the fact that everything is so much cheaper, right? Everything is 40% cheaper across the board. Recruitment and upkeep of them. For every single army. Every single army has reduced cost. So right now I'm running around with an army of 16 here. It's just Skulkers, which is expensive. An army in a WAAAAGH. And then we're using an army in a WAAAAGH, which we recruited to begin with, to try and take down the Skaven down here. So I'm going to be trying to move towards Carricate Peaks with specifically a secondary army. And then when we need to, we'll top it up with better Regiments of Renown when we need to. But typically speaking, the only Regiments of Renown that you kind of really will want is the River Trolls can be useful as an RRR because they're rank 9. And the Hammer of Gork. They're the two ones that you'll want to look for. And we also can recover a bit of the economy over this side. We could get a Black Hawk because they're a really good campaign map. But we don't need to worry too much about that. Yep, nice. Everything we needed is done. Can I block your movement? I can. Yep, block his movement so he can't come and attack us. Go double specialist. Means he won't be able to attack us if he tries to. There's a world that I see him moving towards Kazakarak, but if he does, I'll have another turn to react. Hey, Bucky, good to see you, buddy. But no, Tangent, make sure to get some rest, bud. Appreciate you as always, my friend. And yeah, Shuts, take it easy, bud. Appreciate you. Take it easy, buddy. Do you remind me what's Skarsnik debuff for not controlling 8 peaks? Great question, Linux. Skarsik's specific debuff when it comes to Kadak 8 peaks is as follows. You can't recruit orcs until you get there. Pretty much. You can't recruit orcs at all until you get to there. Because you'll see in all of Skarsnik's specific military buildings, there'll be no option of orcs until you go to Kadak 8 peaks, and that's where the only place you can recruit them. And he never recruits orcs anyway. Yes, true. Honestly, you could live your entire life as Skarsnik not taking it.
Because we's GOBBOZZZ.
Oh, I'm not sure if I told you, Tangent, at some point, but we are a voice actor inside of a mod in Warhammer 3. Inside of... I'm actually going to say it. I'm going to say it out loud to you guys. In the Champions of Undeath mod is the character I voice acted. And I'll be voice acting a Legendary Lord soon. So if you guys are playing Champions of Undeath mod, it's in its first phase, you'll probably recognize my voice. Depending on the character you're playing. I think my voice is very prevalent with the character that I am playing. And there's some dwarf lines as well I've done in there as well, which kind of makes sense, you know, being a Dawi myself. being something of a Dowit myself, in my latest video that I'm going to be uploading tomorrow, has the character I voice act in it. So yeah, be on the lookout for that, folks. Be on the lookout for that. A video on YouTube will be uploaded tomorrow will be much better than double upkeep until you take it. Yeah, Belagard's one kind of sucks, doo-doo. It's very punishing. Are we just going to hit Skulkers here? No, it's actually going over. Not that good damage, but it's fine. Playing Belagard? Yeah. Love me some Belagard. Okay, you ain't getting no Slayers. There's no point doing that. You'll just get killed. Let me do that and just send them into the meat grinder, because the squigs will kill miners super quickly. And then we'll just use the... They need a stabbing on Ungrim when he gets close. As he does need a stabbing indeed. Yeah, this... Honestly, Ungrim, holy moly, Ungrim will absolutely batter us. Oh, and guys, with the custom voice acting that is now in the game, I have a very, very funny idea for a mod, and I can't wait to make a video on it. I am so excited to make a video on it, because I think a lot of people will find it funny. I am very much looking forward to making a video on it. All the creativity juices are going into it. Alright, let's cycle around Ungrim here. Let's just not shoot, honestly. No offense, boys, but you're not going to do anything. This is the reason why I don't think it's that worth recruiting range units early game as the Goblins. As Skulkers and the amplifications of stat line you can give them. We're rocking... This is 61 melee attack without buffs. This is just the natural amount of melee attack you can obtain while playing the Greenskins. And using Skulkers. It's honestly bonkers. So once we're in melee, this will recharge again. Boom. 103 leadership. Boom. 61 melee attack. Love that. Honestly, so wild. What do I know? Fair way to take to the super lords like Ungrim that aren't so easy to arrow to death. Just swarm them with anti-infantry, as dwarves are small. So you just need to use anti-infantry units. Because even though he's a legendary lord, he is considered infantry-sized. So Skulkers, or anyone with very decent AP, can really cut through him quickly. Because it'll be these guys with anti-infantry that'll cut through him like butter. But the problem that most lords have, like Ungrim specifically, is they struggle killing infantry. They are not infantry killers. That is not their nature. Ungrim specifically is, I would argue, an extremely potent lord killer and single entity killer. That's kind of where he thrives. But he is not good at killing infantry without Rune of Spite. So until you get Rune of Spite, he is just... You can batter him around quite easily. And keep in mind the way that damage works. If you're hitting something, it'll splash it out into multiple entities. So if you just swarm them, you're actually having, like, you're having a great time. You're having an absolute great time. So you really don't need to worry too much. How many Vlad or something like that take ages to whittle them down? Yeah, that's probably when your army's a little bit too battered to have... Like, if you've got a couple of full entities, you'll be fine. And Death Juice Gobbos? In fairness, Death Juice Gobbos would work really well. Because they would just tick him down. It would basically be like using a Rune Mortis engine to him. Oh, shoot! Hold on. I want to see this quote. When we first came here, we numbered 500. With a few mannish allies. The only perils we faced were the orcs and their followers. We cleared this keep and parts of the upper city as a prelude to claiming our ancient mine. Magda, Freydotter, Priestess of Valea, and Councillor of Prince Belagard of Karak 8 Peaks. That's a cool quote. I wonder if Death Juice is tasty. Probably not. What we'll do is we'll use Skarsnik to take the Fallen King Mountain, because then I can go towards WAAAAGH. I'm going to need a secondary army to take down WAAAAGH to confederate him as well. That makes perfect sense now thinking about it, that Ronin moved to this settlement instead. Oh, and by the way, guys, we'll have an ad running in about 3 to 4 minutes. It is to pay for expensive bills and to get rid of pre-roll ads, just as an FYI, boys. But yeah, normally trying to focus on them as soon as you can. Wait, what the hell happened here? That beastman raised it, didn't they? So now we're in a situation where we're going to have a bit of what they call split brain. I think with the double army we should be fine. About 400 lost from that. Do I make a fifth army? Mate, we're making so much money because of the caravans as well. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make a fifth army. Some said it couldn't be done. Some said it couldn't be done. I am making way too much money right now. We are printing money off as the Greenskins early game. Oh, Barak Van just got taken by Scrag. We could become best friends with Scrag, actually. Non-aggression, he'll probably take too much territory that I'll want. That's the only annoying thing. He'll take way too much of my territory that I'm going to want. No wonder Greenskins always snowball. Yeah, they're insane. Is Death using bomb food? I don't believe so. It's some weird contraption that Skarsnik's cooked up. Ooh, this rebellion back here will actually be a problem. So this settlement has been raised, which means that Skarsnik can come and grab it. There shouldn't be anybody in here. As far as I'm aware, there's no other settlements apart from Zulfbar that'll be on that side, but this army should be more than sufficient to take it on. Ooh, let me see if I can move here. Can I move here and attack in 2 turns? I think I should be able to. Let's go grab this. Analyze, and then we'll just jump over next turn. And like I said, we're moving towards WAAAAGH as fast as we can. Hey, Mr. A-Star, good to see you, handsome. Hope you're doing wonderful, my friend. Do we want to go into this? Yeah, it's a mage. So I go magical reserves. Got Marcher. No, probably should have gone... No, Goblin Tide is in two levels. That's fine. It's late for me. It is indeed. It is the last stream I'm going to have before I go on holiday. So I wanted to do... wanted to get a stream in there as soon as I could. So the movement between this settlement and this settlement, it's 2 turns to dock Kairaz. So I'm not too worried about recruiting here. I think the only thing that's scary is if they move into this direction and start taking Pillager to Grungy down. I'm gonna get rid of you now. I don't need you. Can you afford you, lad? Let's get money in there, because growth doesn't really necessarily matter, because I'm unlikely to maintain this province. We'll jump over here, next turn take that one. Or we just go straight for the capital. Ooh, annoyingly we're not going to have anyone with Siege Attacker. So we should probably just put Trolls in here, but we'll hold off for now. We can decide that next turn. As we'll need a Siege Attacker to attack this one straight away. But typically speaking, having Siege Attacker to defend this is probably going to be smarter. Unlikely to be attacked on the eastern front just yet, because it's quite a painful, or quite an annoying way to approach. Demolish that, repair that, upgrade that. Oh, this is really unfortunate. I'm not going to upgrade this one because there's a 50-50% chance that the rebellion goes into Karak Dron and just gets taken, and there's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. If they siege this on their turn, they'll have an army of 8, which I suspect we can win in that battle, so I don't want to recruit a lord just yet. Especially since the amplifications of supply lines are really going to start kicking in. We'll grab this one back, and then we can try and grab Black Crag. What would be ideal is if they came down to me to attack here, and then we just take the settlement with this army. We would like this Blood River Valley province as well. We just need a few more of this. Weapon strength plus 12% faction-wide is really nice. Also bring all the boys. Are we making milkshake? Bring all the boys to the yards. Bringing all the boys to the yards. I think we probably will put trolls in here. Jump over here, take the settlement, move over here. WAAAGH's got 15 turns on it. As long as we keep this settlement, so we'll put a garrison building in there. Yeah, put a garrison building in there. Wow, them declaring war on me is actually quite surprising, especially since they're going to be in a really bad position. Growth is too good not to take. Growth is good. Okay, that's becoming a problem now. What I'm going to do is, if I put trolls in here, take this and start moving down, that's the best option for me. That's the best option for us here, folks. We're going to fight this quickly. We'll take this one with as minimal casualties as possible. Put growth building in it, and then move back to defend our capital. And then we'll be fine. As individually in a 1 versus 1, all my skulkers will beat their units. Just off the quarrels I have to be worried about. You can't afford one army at turn 12 and very hard. Yeah, it's the fact that everything's 40% cheaper. It's literally everything. Everything is generally 40% cheaper, so that is one of the reasons as to why it's so insane. Like, it is genuinely bonkers how cheaper everything is. They're going to have quarrelers set up, so we're going to have to be a little bit cautious where we set up our army. But typically speaking, if we can spread out at least a little bit of our composition, it'll allow us to attack weak points. Because like I said, in isolation, we win. So in this scenario, where we have numbers advantage, it's actually worthwhile separating them out a little bit. Let's have a look around. You can be 1. That squad's going to be group 2, your group 3, your group 4, and a 5. And then you can be at the back here, otherwise you're going to get shot with the tower. Says, look at that, there's double quarreler. So guess what? I'm not going to go that way. I'm just going to go this way now. Because they've not put any units over here. Literally as simple as that, folks. Literally as simple as that. We baited them out to deploy over here. Cool. Let's not deploy over there where they have all their units then. So now we gain free entry into the settlement. We literally just get free entry into the settlement without any problems at all. It is one of the cheekiest strats you can ever do. What's your campaign? Anyone's favorite to mix units with? Honestly, any Autotide faction in Dwarves is a recipe for success. I always believe that. So yeah, once again, what we did there was we separated all of our army out. We put the trolls behind here and our general to bait them to deploy all their units on this side. And then now what we're doing is we're attacking multiple angles of their settlement and getting in for free. Because the biggest problem you'll find as goblins specifically, since you have low health, is that you'll take a lot of damage on your approach. Now we've been able to pretty much get everybody in without taking any damage. So now we've obtained and gathered ourselves the settlement. There's nothing really that they can do to stop us here. Because all we're going to do now is just gather everybody up here, get us into a position where we're going to be fine. D&D campaign in person, if you would like, if you join us in NPC. If you could join us in NPC, what would you be and why? I'd be a dwarf. That's the god of ale. That would throw pints of ale at people to do damage. And I'd be a priest. It'd be like a cleric, excuse me. Cleric that is a god of ale dwarf that throws ale at people to do damage and heals. That was my original D&D character. That was the original D&D character that I used when I was in a D&D campaign with some friends. I loved it. It was so funny because like there was quite a few of us that were newer to D&D. And I think if I say this one thing, you guys will already know what the answer to it was. Our party encountered a dragon, right? in D&D, our party encountered a dragon. Take a guess what the very first thing we tried to do with the dragon. Just take a wild guess. What the very first thing us as a party attempted to do when we saw the dragon. Seduce. Yeah, we tried to bang it. Yeah, we tried to bang the dragon. And we rolled a d20, but the person that was hosting it kind of reminded us that just because you get a critical success does not mean it'll work. It's the best case scenario in this situation. I think we became friendly with the dragon or something like that. I mean, I was finna ready to repeat Donkey in Shrek, you know what I mean? But, hey, sometimes it is what it is. I mean, you'll live through your experiences? Yep. Alright, let's get all the boys coming in. Dwarven Drinking Master with improvised weapon skill, allowing to dual wield mugs with weapons. Love that. I would love to do more D&D stuff, because I'd be able to do more voices. I'd be able to do more voices and do dumb things. Because I've been the DM for quite a few D&Ds as well. If I start drinking, I just like pull out any voice. You know what I mean? I'll do the goblin voice if I got to do. I'll do the any kind of voice that is required. I'll do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, gotta get into it. Right, we've almost hit critical mass here, which is good, which means that pretty much everything is in this settlement. But I have to be careful because I don't want to just be shot at over here, so I'm having to wait until these guys over this side come over to a flank. It's like telling the king to give up his kingdom to you. If you roll a nat 20, he might find it as a funny joke, not remove a little bit more than your hair. Yeah, exactly. Like. As I've got to be careful. Ooh, there's crawlers here. Can I get over here then? Let's go here. Nice, we actually did take control of the gatehouse, so I can actually come in here. Let's get it. Into the Gobbo Dome today. Hi guys, what's up, buddy? Thank you very much for the 24 months, 2 years. God damn. Hello back to you, my friend. Thank you for the 2 years, dude. I appreciate you. Much love to you, my friend. Thank you for the 2 years again. As tier 1s in general massively help, as this year is one of my goals is to try and be a Partner Plus on Twitch. That's one of my goals I'm going to try and do, where you need to have, I think, 350 sub points, which is one tier 1, pretty much. Like 350 tier 1s. We'll get there eventually. That is my goal for this year. That is the goal for this year. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you again for the 2 years, buddy. Appreciate you. It's very kind of you. Are we far off? I think below the stream you can see what I have, because gifted subs don't count. Weirdly enough, gifted subs don't count and primes don't count. Classic Twitch making it harder to do things. Classic Twitch making things harder. Nice war time. So yeah, what we've done here, I'm pretty happy with how we've approached the settlement battle. Very happy with how we've how we prepared ourselves for this one. We basically just try to utilize the advantages we have. Skulkers will defeat pretty much any of the dwarves. Pretty much any Dowie we fight will always beat, for the most part, with Skulkers because of the AP we have access to. Heavily high AP. Just a bit better here. Yeah, actually, I did actually reduce it earlier. For video editing, for editing a video, I turned it down, so thank you for the reminder, Meow Meow. Thank you for the reminder, buddy, I appreciate it. As I was getting cutscenes and stuff. And I heard the Gobbo chants, that is a very valid point. Look at all that sparkling's the buffs that they're getting. I love the Skulker so much. God, it is bloody and chaotic, I tell you. I think Skulkers is my favorite unit in the roster. I really do. I genuinely think it is my favorite unit in the roster. What's everyone's favorite greenskin? And yeah, Linux we have, which is awesome to see. Lovely to see that. I have been extremely blessed. You know, ever since we went full-time, everyone's been very, very kind. Snotlings? Yeah, it's a shame we have no type... We have no, like, actual Snotling units. That'd be cool to have. That'd be the Snotlings? Yeah. It'd be cool to get actual Snotlings. Ones who go stab, stab, stab. Good old sneaky gits. Yeah. The sneakiest of gits. We love the sneaky gits. We getting the archers here? Yeah, let's move over. Oh, they're actually coming down from the barricade to let us hit them. That's very kind of them. Get some more melee attack here. And really hurt these fellas. Yeah, look, it's 53 melee attack is so insane on a unit that's not really got that many buffs. We don't even have Goblin Tide yet. Absolutely wild. Goblins are so strong. We is gobbos, boys. We is gobbos. If I captured this... Ooh, which one's this captured towards? It's that one, isn't it? What we'll do then is we'll grab you guys and move over. Since they're shooting from a really awkward angle, they're not going to do enough damage to do to out-damage my healing, I don't believe. Regen is pretty insane here. Oh, and has anybody in the chat been skiing before? Does anybody have any recommendations of goggles to wear? Like, I imagine full, like, to cover your eyes from the snow, the sun. I imagine, like, full, proper ones that fit in your domium is probably best. You've gone skiing before? Makes sense, Mr. SI. You're very prestigious. Look at this handsome gentleman. Yes. 110 melee attack. Love those. And have goggles who don't break when you faceplant. We ain't gonna faceplant, trust me. Maybe a couple times. But I get to use poles, though. I get to use the poles, so I'll be fine. I'll be able to keep myself up with that. I mean, the skiing instructor literally said to me that I am one of the best beginners she's ever seen in her entire 50 years of teaching. She didn't say that. She didn't say anything like that at all. I crumble too quickly if I lie, honestly. I crumble far too quickly. Sunburns are more of a concern than you think? Yeah, definitely. When he ate snow for 3 days straight? I bloody hope not. I've been skiing in legit like maybe 18 years. Paven, really? Anti-glare is good. Sunlight reflects off the bright white snow. True, true. Yeah, anti-glare is a good idea. Yeah, anti-glare is a good idea. Got to get those anti-glares. And everyone else is going to need anti-glares because of my bald head shining the sun at them. I'm going to be like a walking flashbang. Literal walking flashbang. These poor buggers. Do you know what I mean? It's like, flashbang. Ah. Let it occupy. Ah, reduce the tier. That sucks. Now, Grotslick should move over and defend Mount Going Bad. I don't think they can... It would be... You'd siege... Oh, I would need more turns. I'm going to go Orc Warboss, I think. As we're going to need a defender in here. I'm going to put in here as well. But just in case, we'll chuck that in there as well. So yeah, we actually can't attack this just yet, but we'll go here. That should be fine. It's just a rebellion. Wow, 200 dead still? Insane. Wait, I can reach this. Oh my god. Dude, that's so insane. Skrickler, you beast. Good on you, lad. Then it's probably just worth me recruiting with you guys still, then. No, we'll need archers. Anti-fog liquid wiped in the interior is a must. Good, Mr. Rad, that's a really good shout. Let me make a note of that. Look, that's a really good shout. I'll do my best to get some for tomorrow. That's a really good shout, thank you, buddy. Right, let's kill these noobs. It is an auto-resolvable one, but looking at their composition is not too scary, especially so we can shoot down their warp throwers. So this helmet, the best set of equipment you can get, in my opinion, is a great pair of goggles. Yeah. SPF 999. Dragon Inspire, really good. Yeah, because I'm going to Decathlon, I think it's called. It's a shop in England. It's Decathlon. Should be relatively alright. And the annoying thing is, it's going to take me 5 to 6 hours to travel to my friend's house because we're traveling in an airport all the way down south. SMH. Southerners. I will wait for the WAAAAGH because that's honestly where most of my good army is. The first time you get off on and off skills is hard. Get ready. Hard in what way? Am I going to make a fool of myself? Are you insinuating I'm going to make a big fool of myself? Is that the vibe we're saying right now? Like, do you need to learn like certain techers? If it's a ski lift that you hold on to like that, I'll be fine. If it's a ski lift that you hold on to like that, what you do is, what I learned when I went to the beginner's practice is, like, as I'm coming up to the flat bit that I need to go to, you like hold on to it for a little bit longer, let it pull you, and then you use that momentum to shift into where you need to go. Because what kept happening at the beginner's area, what kept happening at the beginner's area when I was doing the beginner's lesson was people weren't getting off of the lift properly, and so it was making every single person get trapped, and they had to. It was like making massive blockages in the lifts. Please stream your first experience there for tier 3 subs. I don't have any. Fun fact, I don't have any. And something. Alarm rings in 4 hours. We've got enough soon. Thanks for the stream. Have a great holiday and good luck with your first attempt at skiing. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Break a leg, as the Incas would say. Yeah, something. Take it easy, but thank you very much. I might do a cheeky stream while I'm there. I'll be my first. Lol. If he gets 100 tier 3 subs, I'll do it. 100% I would do that. What do you mean, Mago? I'm a streamer. We sell out for money. That's our entire job. That's a lot of money. Oh my god, Mr. A-Star. Oh my god, thank you for the tier 3 sub, you nutter. I'm gonna... Right, Mr. A-Star, I need a custom audio recording. Can we get some love in the chat for the tier 3 sub? The Uno number 10. Mr. A-Star coming in with a tier 3 sub. Can we get some 07s? If all the subbies in the chat, give Mr. A-Star an 07 right now. Hit him up with a salute, boys. Come on, just if you're lurking, one time for the one time. Hit him with an 07 or hit him with something that you can. If you're not subbed, I think there's 7 TV ones. Alright, we'll move over. And we're going to shoot the snot out of their warfare throws now. I mean, our army's in a really decent position here. Maybe I should rename my emote to Salute. I'm thinking I should rename it to Salute, because that's the 07 that we've got. Maybe Salute would be a better idea. Nice. Killing a ton of them. But yeah, much love. Mr. A-Star, dude, you're too kind, my friend. Too kind. You're promoting me, Mango? Thanks, bud. Thanks, bud. We got multiple rows of boys here. Multiple rows of lads. What have we just casted here? Are you warp? Ah, bugger, you're warp lightning. That sucks. Warp lightning is actually brutal. And cool to lose? True. It is cool to lose. It's good to lose, to learn. Where you lose, you learn. Where you lose, you learn. And Mr. A-Star, thank you, dude. What kind of custom... What custom intro do you want into the chat? Because I can add noise recordings to you joining the chat now if you want me to. So whatever noise you want to have as a custom intro, you can have. It's a WAAAAGH. Alright, I'll find... If you want me to do the voice, I can. So you can be the WAAAAGH. That's fine. That's good with me. Something like...
It's walking time, boys.
When you join the chat. I'm keen for that. I am keen for that. I think we've shut down all their warp throwers, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, these warp grinders are terrifying as well, though. The shame we have like proper magic. Ooh, these guys are getting a bit pesky. These lads have been a bit rude. Nice, we got insanely high concentrated fire right now, so they're going to struggle to hold the line. Shoot these guys and run over here then. Warp grinders gave them best unit in my opinion. 100% agreed. Warp grinders are actually bonkers how good they are. Warp grinders are so good. I would argue warp grinders open up the most amount of cheese. You can do some really spicy stuff with Queek with them. You can do some real spicy stuff as Queek with them. Got so many lads here, it's insane, I love it. We can't afford to lose this. This general here is, if Turg dies, my entire WAAAAGH dies. So yeah, I can't let that happen. So can he let my WAAAAGH die? Because it's like your general of the WAAAAGH, so you gotta be really careful losing him. You gotta be very, very careful. And equally, if you are fighting someone with a WAAAAGH, kill their main WAAAAGH general, whatever the unit may be. Boom, their entire army's dead. Or their entire WAAAGH's dead. Always super useful. Well, forgive me if I lose on my Turg. I remember the memes around his Turgs. Back in the day. It's a shame Agent doesn't stream Warhammer 3 anymore. Back into there. But if I do a tournament, I will hopefully have him as a shoutcaster again. Because him and Sango I always love having in. They're the backbone of it usually. Yeah, I hadn't lost anybody there, and we've taken these guys down, which is huge. Remember, Val, the difficulty on ski slopes is rated in diamonds. One black diamond is the easiest. That's all I gotta do to that. So I gotta do a head-to-head against Sangu. I mean, Screwcloud, the last time we did a head-to-head, we've done 2 and I beat him in both times. I mean, I have a lot more multiplayer experience than Sangu does. He's an extremely good single-player player, but he doesn't have too much experience in multiplayer. How long ago? Quite a while. Quite a while nowadays. Okay. One more from Goblin Tide, so that's when we really start getting to the position where we snowball. And then we get, the next upgrade will be the Spider as well. The Gobbo? And then your responsibility now is to try and defend against this guy. We could throw in a couple more Skulkers if we can. Can I attack in 2 turns? So it literally doesn't matter if I jump over or do this. Remember Sango in real life? No, but I'd love to. I'd love to see him at like an event or anything like that. Because I've seen like Fred. I've seen. Oh shoot! You're running ahead. So we just force match into the vampires here. I don't think I need to worry about that. I don't think they're very strong at all. Just a couple of zombies and skelly bros. Nothing too worrying. This army actually probably can reduce what we're recruiting. I don't need to globally recruit. That's where most of the cost is coming from. This army I don't think I need. I don't think I need this army. So that's fine now. Because we've killed the Skaven. That was built as an emergency versus the Skaven there. So Black Crag is Karakazul now. Because we've obviously dealt with the Skaven infestation. We've got a couple choices here. This army could easily clean up everything on this direction, but I think it's probably more worth to try and attempt to go south. Devil with money? Oh shoot, yeah, good point. Let me just try and bribe somebody. Who are you fighting? Oh, I'm not fighting Scarbrand. Ain't no way, bro. There you go. Declare on Ostermark, who always dies anyway. Drycha will spit roast them between them. Always a terrifying prospect being the Ostermark specifically. They die so fast. Did you know I was making a joke on that one by your reaction? Don't believe that at all. I don't, David, don't worry. I've already been told, like, because my good friends I'm going with are very, very good skiers, and they do that kind of stuff. They go and do all that craziness. Diamond stuff, whatever it is. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. I would not be able to do that. I mean, killing... If I start going this direction, it delays my ability to take Caracake Peaks, but I'm not that bothered, honestly. So yeah, we're being sieged now, which we expected that, to full-ass army. Hey, Dan, right back at you, you beautiful bugger. Hope you're doing well. Wow, they ignored me.
Skarsnik.
You absolute jerks. I kind of have to do this now. I have to pull back a little bit. Let me go into money buildings in both, because I don't need to get growth in there just yet. Because I have 13 turns to take Karakadrin, and I'm completely okay fighting his main army again. Thinking about this one, I think it probably is perfectly fine to go and kill these lads. Now let me go and speak with Scrag. Join war against Barak Var. Get a bit of diplomacy with them. Only issue is by killing these guys, Scrag no longer has anyone to fight. Which should be fine. Loot and occupy to try and not reduce the tier of the settlement. It still did, it's unfortunate. It sucks that all of this stuff here... Oh, you can't trade, can you, as the greenskins? I forgot about that. So we've got enough growth already. Let's go money building. We're going to need range units in here. It's going to be a very basic army, and it's a shame we have no one that can replace him that has levels. Because, yeah, annoyingly, Spackbiter was not respect. But Goblin Tide already. Look at this. Insanely powerful army. Already. The amount of amplifications to damage and whatnot. Chef's kiss. How quickly can I get back here? Wow, I can jump over here from there. So I believe Siege, he gets the he tries to build the equipment, then the next turn he'll attack it, right? So we should be okay. We should, in theory, be okay. We'll defend against this, kill both of these armies. Do that, do that. Yep, that's fine. It has delayed our ability to get Azag quicker, but that's okay. Similar situation, let's not tax this just for one turn, and then we can recover it by bringing over Skreklow. Ideally, we could get some kind of deals, but we'll see who they declare war on. Because we're already spending a lot of money on recovering our economy. And it's a good job that we didn't get intercepted with the WAAAAGH, but I honestly would have believed that the WAAAAGH army alone would have won that.
Before you says anything.
Non-aggression, don't need to, just realise he's at war with Imric, so he's going to have more problems he can handle with right now. So I am pretty much getting off of that scot-free, so I don't mind at all. We are what they call absolutely laughing, folks. I know it's Paven. I know it's difficult. The diamond stuff. What does it actually change? Wow! Don't tell me you're running away now. Wow! You sieging that? Instant win. We'll take that. We didn't actually need to come back. Oh, we did. We definitely did. Still. Oh no, we didn't. Wow. That is. I am shooketh. I am relatively shooketh with that. Speed doesn't high. Okay, so pretty much everything that would put me in harm's way. Doesn't matter why I spec into, because I'm going to respec him anyway. Don't need him in the army anymore. Don't need you in the army. Annoyingly, you would be good. Maybe your responsibility should go into kill thingy-bobby. We undid you. Got another rebellion here. There's no military buildings here, so the size of it is really bad. Another right there. What do we think we do with Skreklow? I think Skreklow needs to go take over Black Crag. And then we can start attacking this province again. Skarsnik goes over there. Can I attack this army? Can. Hopefully it brings the Lizman in. The vampires in. It does, good. That's what I wanted. Skarsnik to auto-resolve power seems to be so insane. Dead rise again, wow. Just putting ourselves in situations where we can just absolutely crush stuff. So now their entire armies are now absolutely boned. And we can just take this for free now. Huge. Fermented fungi is actually a pretty decent thing to kill single entities. Precise. I think Night Shroud is not terrible, because it basically does what Skarsnik can do. But let's get some damage if we can. Inspiring Presence, because we want to start increasing their goblin stats. Love to see that, boys. Love to see that. Love to see it. And very quickly, we're in... Look at this. We're already in positive money again. I legit can afford a 5th army now. Because look, this is about what you'd expect. You're a tier 3 army, you could consider them. Costs about 1.4k. It's so insanely cheap. There is no other faction in the game that can do it like this. No one else can do what Skarsnik can do. It's honestly mind-blowing. Just how much you can actually snowball with them. It is truly mental. Been done about scope with 100 on a ski. So much fun. Jeez, that sounds crazy. Skarsnik's what the Skaven should feel like. I actually kind of agreed. It's a really good take. Good take. I think, yeah. The fact that he doesn't have a lot of flexibility when it comes to... Or Skaven in general don't have the Vermintide-esque elements to them. Morgause kind of can. Difference between being Noir. True. Yeah, Helmengorst takes a lot of levels, though. Whereas Skarsnik can kind of do it. Just by default.
Who needs killing?
Let's get him murdered. Let's get him done. Let's get him out of here. Let us get her done, boys. Let us get her done. The items should be changed to be able to make armies with trash vermins. If you're under the GCT units, it should be expensive. Yeah. It is, like in lore, you'd expect Skaven to have just an insane amount of, you know, lower tier units. But just tons of them, right? So the way they're implemented is obviously a little bit different from what you'd expect within lore. But it's still not too bad. We already have stock with you guys. My non-stalked units, let's hold back. Do you know what? I think we can hold off and wait. Want to run out of ammo? There's so many rats. Yeah, I mean, I think the only worry there would be performance of your PC, right? I think people's PCs would really struggle with the sheer level of vermintide of what you'd expect. We're talking like tens of thousands of rats just absolutely swarming and fighting. You know, it would be a relatively, yeah, that's fair, a scary amount of rats we're talking about here, you know? It is time. Fine. There you go. Meow Meow's going in alone. So just to let you guys know, this is not what I would normally do. But Meow Meow specifically requested me to send them in. On their own. Ain't gonna judge it. Their purpose in the army was to be sent in and die like that. You've basically routed before you get a chance to do anything. The bolt throws and the grudge throws crushed you. Well, Meow Meow. That's what you wanted. Ask and I shall deliver. Ask and I shall deliver. Although it looks like you're going to recover, so we might have to do it again. Yeah, I respect your willingness to go back into being murdered. Well, you gotta respect it. Have a gobble here at some point again? Of course you can, bud. Wait, who's made the jiggers up? How are these guys spotted? I'm slightly confused. Oh, they're not spotted. They're hidden. It was because these wolf riders got in the way, which is why they got hit. Alright, it's time to swarm them, boys. It's time to get to swarming. It looks like they were trying to attack us. Oh no, that's us moving up. Yeah, makes sense. Makes more sense. Let's flank around for our artillery. Hopefully we can engage in combat before the blasting charges crush us here. So smoke bomb. Chuck one of these bad boys. Hopefully the fanatics are going to hit these guys. Now we can send in those. Cross into the flanks. Yes. Scooting into there, hitting quite a few of the units. Love to see that. Moving on over. Love to see that too. It's warging time, boys.
It's warging time, boys.
Well, Fanatics took a bit of a beating there. But we have a really nice concentrated fire in the middle here, which means now we can actually start splitting off into murdering the rest of the buggers. The short wee Dowie are in a bit of trouble here.
The war is here, boys. Oh, it's warging time.
Just need to make sure that everyone's actually doing something. So one difficult thing about playing the greenskins when you've got an insanely large army, just gotta make sure they're doing stuff. Let's give these guys some bonus versus large. Ain't gonna need that. We ain't gonna need that, are we now? Yeah, I'm not gonna be needing that against the Dowie. Get the healing going as well. When are we going to get the Prodder? Yeah, we probably should. Honestly, I don't think the Prodder's very good, though. It doesn't work as it should do, typically speaking, but we'll get it. We'll probably do it, get it relatively, like, probably in the next couple turns. Bones versus Beards needed like that. Bones versus Beards needed indeed. Nurgle would love to have that, because Nurgle hate the dwarves because of how resilient they are to the plagues. Basically, anytime anybody doesn't fear Nurgle, Nurgle hates them. He's kind of petty like that. He is a little bit petty in that respect. Trying to make some new pals, but they don't like that I'm hitting them in the face with my balls. What do? Okay, without context, Paven, that's a really difficult one. So in Palworld specifically is where the context of what we're talking about here. Just to make sure that nobody's confused about the dialect here. Yeah, typically speaking, they don't want to be captured. That's why. God, I want to give his love. Nurgle will always be my favorite Chaos God. No, Nurgle 100% will always be my favorite Chaos God, I think. I love Nurgle too much. I goddamn love Nurgle. Who's talking about power? Paven, stop it, you. Try hitting the balls in your face. Oh my days, you guys. Oh, you guys. Alright. What are you guys like, eh? What we're gonna do with you, boys, eh? What we're gonna be doing with you. But what we're going to do, folks, is send you over to Sangu. On the YouTube side of things, thank you very much for watching, boys. I do appreciate each and every one of you fine, beautiful folks. Hope you all do well. Appreciate you. We're going to be uploading videos on YouTube. Hopefully, we're going to be able to have at least a couple of videos, like maybe 3, hopefully, to upload while I'm on holiday. You won't be seeing me for at least 9 days, technically. But when I'm back, I will be making content as soon as I can do. But yeah, thanks for watching on YouTube, guys. Much appreciated. And on the Twitch side, we're going to go raid